Imagine a country where towering mountains stand beside medieval castles, peaceful villages, and breathtaking landscapes that remain almost unchanged for centuries. Welcome to Slovakia. A country where history, nature, and tradition continue to shape everyday life in ways that are becoming increasingly rare across modern Europe. Despite its incredible beauty, Slovakia remains one of Europe's most overlooked destinations, with many travelers passing through without ever discovering what makes this country so unique. So, what are they missing? What is it about Slovakia that leaves so many visitors pleasantly surprised, yet keeps it hidden from the world's spotlight? Today, we're taking a journey across the heart of Europe to explore Slovakia's spectacular mountains, fairy tale castles, vibrant culture, and everyday life, and discover why this remarkable country may be Europe's best-kept secret. Before you can understand life in Slovakia, you first have to understand the landscape that has shaped it for centuries. Located in the heart of Europe, Slovakia is a country where mountains, forests, and protected wilderness dominate the horizon, creating some of the continent's most breathtaking scenery. At the center of it all are the High Tatras, whose rugged peaks rise above crystal-clear lakes, dense pine forests, and peaceful valleys. It is one of Central Europe's most spectacular mountain ranges, attracting hikers, photographers, and nature lovers from around the world. But the landscape never looks the same for long. In spring, wildflowers cover the hillsides and forests burst back to life. Summer fills the mountains with cool air, endless hiking trails, and panoramic views that stretch far beyond the horizon. By autumn, the forests turn brilliant shades of gold, orange, and crimson, before winter transforms the entire region into a breathtaking world of snow-covered peaks, frozen lakes, and quiet villages that seem untouched by time. This ever-changing landscape is far more than a beautiful backdrop. It has shaped the country's traditions, influenced the way people live, and created a deep connection between Slovaks and the natural world, a bond that remains just as strong today as it was centuries ago. Slovakia's mountains may capture your attention first, but its greatest stories are hidden behind ancient stone walls, towering castles, and quiet villages that have stood the test of time. With more than 100 castles and castle ruins, Slovakia has one of the highest concentrations of castles in Europe. Some still stand proudly on rocky hilltops, watching over the valleys below, while others have become beautiful ruins where nature has slowly reclaimed the past. Among them all, Spy's castle stands above the rest, spreading across a massive limestone hill. It is one of the largest medieval castle complexes in Europe, and a powerful reminder of the country's remarkable history. Walking through its ancient walls, it's easy to imagine the kings, knights, and merchants who once filled these courtyards with life. But Slovakia's history was never written by castles alone. For centuries, this land stood at the crossroads of Central Europe, where kingdoms rose and fell, trade routes crossed the landscape, and different cultures left their mark. Together, they shaped the traditions, architecture, and identity that still define the country today. That history is just as visible beyond the castles. Across Slovakia, medieval towns have preserved their cobblestone streets, colorful houses, historic squares, and centuries-old churches, creating places where the past still feels alive. In the countryside, traditional wooden homes sit among rolling green hills, while flower-filled balconies, quiet village roads, and local festivals reflect a slower way of life built around family, community, and tradition. Unlike many parts of Europe, where rapid development has transformed historic communities, many Slovak villages have managed to preserve not only their architecture, but also the customs, music, crafts, and stories that have been passed from one generation to the next. Perhaps that's what makes Slovakia so unique. Here, history isn't something you only find inside museums. It's something you can still walk through, listen to, and experience every single day. If you want to understand a country, don't start with its landmarks. Start with its food, because every traditional meal tells a story. And in Slovakia, those stories have been passed from one generation to the next. Shaped by a cool climate, fertile valleys, and mountain life, Slovak cuisine is built around simple, fresh, and locally produced ingredients. Potatoes, creamy dairy products, seasonal vegetables, and locally raised meat have been at the heart of everyday cooking for centuries. No dish represents this tradition better than brinzo haluski. Soft potato dumplings covered with creamy sheep cheese and crispy smoked bacon have become a national favorite, offering a simple but unforgettable taste of Slovakia. Another classic is the country's hearty cabbage soup, slowly cooked with smoked meat, potatoes, and fragrant spices. During the cold winter months, it becomes more than just a meal. It's part of the tradition of bringing family and friends together around the table. Fresh bread is equally important. Every morning, local bakeries fill the streets with the aroma of warm bread, pastries, and traditional desserts, while many families begin the day with fresh bread, butter, local cheese, and homemade jam. That connection to local food is also reflected in Slovakia's weekly farmers markets. Here, local producers sell fresh vegetables, seasonal fruits, mountain honey, handmade cheeses, smoked sausages, and homemade products, many prepared just a few kilometers away. But these markets are more than places to shop. They are where neighbors meet, conversations begin, and communities stay closely connected, preserving a way of life that has changed very little over the years. The same balance can be seen in everyday life across the country. Modern cities offer careers in technology, manufacturing, healthcare, education, and international business, while smaller towns and villages continue to enjoy a slower, more relaxed pace of life. Weekends are rarely spent indoors. Instead, many Slovaks head into mountains, cycle through forests, walk beside quiet rivers, or simply gather with family and close friends. Even in a modern European country, nature remains an important part of everyday life. Perhaps that's one of the reasons Slovakia is often considered one of Europe's most peaceful places to live. It has embraced modern development without losing the traditions, community spirit, and connection to nature that continue to define the country today. At first glance, Slovakia may seem like a country defined by mountains, castles, and peaceful villages. But beyond its breathtaking landscapes lies a modern nation that has quietly become one of Central Europe's most impressive success stories. Nowhere is that transformation more visible than in Bratislava. Standing on the banks of the Danube River, the capital blends medieval streets, elegant architecture, stylish cafes, and modern glass skyscrapers into a city where history and innovation exist side by side. From the hilltop Bratislava castle to the busy business districts below, the contrast feels effortless. Within just a few minutes, you can walk from centuries-old landmarks to modern offices, shopping centers, and lively waterfront promenades, giving the city a character unlike anywhere else in the region. Beyond the capital, cities such as Košice offer their own unique charm. Historic squares, beautiful cathedrals, museums, universities, and a thriving cultural scene make them important centers of education, creativity, and daily life. Slovakia may never be the first country that comes to mind when people dream about Europe, but perhaps that's exactly what makes it so unforgettable. Here, towering mountains rise above medieval castles. Centuries-old traditions continue to shape everyday life, and peaceful villages exist alongside modern cities, without losing their unique character. It is a country that has found something many places are still searching for, a balance between history and progress, nature and development, tradition and modern life. Maybe that's why so many visitors leave Slovakia with the feeling that they've discovered one of Europe's last hidden treasures. And perhaps the greatest journeys aren't always to the world's most famous destinations. They're to the places that quietly exceed every expectation. Maybe Slovakia is one of those places. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more 4K documentaries, and join us as we continue exploring the world's most fascinating countries, one story at a time.